Eagles. He's going to throw on a swing, almost picked off by the Bulldogs, and that would have been clear sail into the end zone.
Boy, Carl Anderson, number 37 for Butte High, had that read all the way and almost had a pick for 6.
Yeah, he could have walked into the end zone if he'd have caught it. Cash Kelly back to return now on the punt, assuming the punt is clean and kicked downfield. Bryson Connor doing the punting for the Eagles. Oh, it's a high snap, but he's able to get it. Fair catch is caught at midfield. And there it'll be taken by the Bulldogs. And we'll step aside and take a break and be back right after this. Back to action after the message from our sponsors. The Bulldogs have the ball at midfield. They lead 7-0.
Trips right, little quick hitch.
Caught and a broken tackle, picks up 5 yards, rode out of bounds by Brent Mall.
Nice execution by Butte High.
3 minutes to go in the quarter. I like Ari Gray's offense, Tim. It's real efficient. They don't huddle. They really do a good job keeping the play going.
And mixing it up.
Here's Tommy to rush the ball. We mentioned he likes to do that, and there's his first one of the night. He looks real quick as a runner.
Yes, he does.
He has almost 500 yards rushing for the season, which is a lot for a quarterback, so that's pretty impressive.
3rd and 4 now for Butte High. They come out 3 receivers left, 1 right.
3rd down.
Ball on the 45.
Inside handoff. It's going to be a first down. Yeah, Tommy has 667 yards rushing, Coach, coming into this. That is a lot for a quarterback.
Yes, it is.
So, very efficient rusher. 2 minutes and 40 and counting. They want to throw. He's going to keep it and run. Breaks it into the left side here. Eagles run him down. That is Wyatt Shin on the tackle, one of the captains for the Eagles.
Wyatt covered some ground to get to that.
2nd and very short. This is a throwing down deep. If you want to take a shot here, this would be a good down to do it.
You are right on that, Coach. Little fly sweep.
Yep. They'll get a first down anyway. I want to thank Mark Mullendor, our statistician and graphic person for tonight's effort, helping us out. Mark's been helping us all season. First down now with 1:50 in the quarter. Inside keeper by the quarterback, Tommy, and he gets good yardage.
Boy, he almost broke through that, too.
Tommy was averaging 6 a carry. They got at least that there. It actually got a first down, give him 10 yards.
Boy, that read option keep shows how explosive he can be.
Yeah, when your quarterback can snap it like that and get 10, quite a weapon.
1st and 10 for Butte High on the 15.
He's going to do it again, his own form of Wildcat here.
Boy, almost broke through on that one as well. Pickup of about 5.
Host of substitutions come in here, basically a different looking package. They're going to go with an I formation run package here.
A little bit over a minute left here in the first quarter.
They're going to play action out of it and throw into the flat. Good defense by the Eagles, really.
Well, I like that play action at left, a little boot right, and you know, completion out into the deep flat.
Zane Holland made the tackle. It looked like the Eagles were ready for that play, but it's third and short, actually. They can get a first down without scoring. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to get the first down. So it'll be first and goal now. 23 seconds. The clock should start on the ready for play.
Bulldogs in an I formation.
Quarterback sneak over the left side.
Boy, nice job by Big Sky holding him out.
Trying to get over his left side of his, we mentioned how big his line is. Kingston was who he was running behind, and McClafferty at 230.
Brandon Donahue
That's the end of the
pressure.
quarter. So no score before the end of the quarter, but the nose of the football nearly touching the goal line. We will step aside 7-0, and the Bulldogs threatening when we return with Prep Game of the Week. Back to action. We're nearly ready for the snap here at the start of the second quarter. The ball almost at the goal line. Bulldogs lead 7-0. And here's a dive over the left side. Eagles fill well. He's trying to get back, but he loses yardage, and a good fill by guess who again? That is Dayton Evans on the tackle.
And help from Jet Rebish. Nice job on the outside by those two.
Yeah, they went sideways instead of straight in, and it cost him a little bit that time. Staying with double tight I formation. This time they go again in the middle, and the Eagles fill again very well.
Boy, great job defensively. Way to swarm to the ball.
Zane Holland with the tackle. Good job by Zane. Now the Eagles trying to make this difficult. It's 4th and goal now. Looks like they will attempt a field goal. This is Trevin Roth to try for 3 points rather than the touchdown. So the field goal from 3 yards out is good. And they take a 10-0 lead with a 3-yard field goal. Coach, your thoughts before
Boy,
we break?
you know what, Bob? I think that was a great defensive effort by the Eagles to hold them out of the end zone.
Yeah, it really was. Good point on that, Coach, because a little bit of a victory to not get the TD. Remember, the ball, when we started the quarter, was literally on the nose of the goal line.
Yep.
All right, well, we'll step aside and be back with more action, see if the Eagles can get in the end zone when we get back. Well, the Bulldogs up 10-0 now. Trevin ready to kick off, and the Eagles hoping for a good return. Kind of a short kick, though. Bumbled at the 20, ball's loose. Eagles fall on it.
Boy, good hustle by Jet Rebic. I mean, he fielded the ball, it slipped through, he lost it. Boy, he was up and on that thing in a flash. Nice effort.
Good break for the Eagles to get the ball, and the ball will be at the 20, so that was a live ball.
Not characteristic of Jet, but he handled that well. So Big Sky, 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line.
And Andrew is back at quarterback, so whatever changes they had made, he's running the ball here. And he gets several yards out of it and wrestled to the ground.
Nice job of getting out on the corner, pickup of about 7 or 8.
Dakota Eggers on the tackle, a senior for the Bulldogs.
The Eagles getting a little bit more breathing room here.
Andrew, 2nd and 2, or call it 3 now. Looks like there's an offsides on the Eagles, so it'll go to 2nd and 7. That's a tough break for the Eagles. Ben Mail a little bit early there.
False start, offense, 5 yards, defense 2.
So Dan Nile has to send in a player with a new play. Probably thinking about a throwing now on 2nd and 7. Andrew stays in the gun. They switch sides. Coulter to run the ball. Short side, nothing going there. Maybe one out of it.
They motioned back across with the tight end and wing back and loaded up with quads on the left side and the short side of the field. An interesting play, Coach.
Not a lot of room there, and the Bulldogs were all over it. 3rd and about 7 now. Eagles, we mentioned, have not had a lot of trips into really even the midfield mark. Here's one where they got some open field. But again, the Bulldogs fill quickly. That was Jet Rebish on the attempt.
Boy, nice defense by Butte High on the outside.
That was Dakota Eggers carrying the ball, or tackling for the Bulldogs.
With some help from number 44, Aiden Lee.
Kyle Martins. Cash Kelly back to return now for the Bulldogs. Eagles thinking about a fake punt here, and they do, and it's incomplete. Bulldogs were covering pretty well on that. They anticipated that. Zane Holland was the attempted receiver. In that tough area of the field to fake a punt, I mean, if it works, it's great, but if it doesn't, you're giving your opponent the ball at the 25-yard line, Coach.
Yeah, tough situation now. But the Big Sky defense has stepped up here and got stronger as the game's gone on, and they're going to have a challenge here.
Well, the Eagles playing the spoiler role tonight, trying to spoil the playoffs for the Bulldogs. This will be excellent field position for the Bulldogs. Back to throw on it, into the end zone. He's open, wide open, and it's overthrown. Tommy would love to have that one back. That was intended for Cash Kelly, and he was running alone for a little bit there.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 for Butte High. Ball spotted right on the 25.
Well, the Eagles held them out last time they were down in this end. See if they can do it again. 2nd and 10, as you mentioned.
Butte High twins to both sides.
Gonna roll right this time. Throws to the flat again, overthrows it.
Nice defensive pressure by Big Sky.
Tommy might have a little adrenaline going there, as those last 2 passes have just been overthrown.
Quentin Allen, number 21, bringing the heat from the backside.
Third and 10 now. No backs in the backfield. They're going to be throwing likely, although Tommy can run, and he does here, and a up the middle play. Gets about 5.
And the Eagles forcing Butte High Bulldogs into a 4th down situation.
Jim Selsland on the tackle. Selstad on the tackle, excuse me. Good job by him.
Butte High lines up in a field goal formation.
Well, this will be a fairly long attempt. About a 36-yard field goal attempt here. Call it 37, and he's got plenty of leg.
Oh, he did, too.
And it's good.
Yes.
Field goal, 37 yards. So a 37-yard TD or field goal by the Bulldogs.
Traden Roth, number 40.
Well, we will step aside, 13-0, and be back with more action after this. Jet Rebish back to return what he hopes to be a good kickoff return here, and last time he had a trouble handling it. It was a short kick last time. 37-yard field goal, and Trevin Roth is doing the kicking duties. Having some fun kicking tonight for the Bulldogs. Jet catches it at the 2-yard line and off he goes. Breaks a tackle down to the 25. Good job by him.
Nice effort. Ran out of one tackle and it was low. And pickup of another 5. The Eagles will take over. 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line.
Dakota Edgars on the tackle. Looks like Wildcat offense coming here for the Eagles. Jana Caro at quarterback. So they've been moving this quarterback deal around a bunch for tonight. Trying to find an answer, I guess.
Plenty of time with 7.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Wildcat. And the Bulldogs know it's a run. Ball's out. Oh, no, they've got it.
Boy, they did. They stripped it.
Yeah, you could see that beautifully on the camera shot by Jim Sanders. Thank you, Jim. And the ball came out. Recovered by the Bulldogs. That was Carl Anderson. Got the ball, and the Bulldogs are set up.
Boy, Coach, tough turnover, especially in that kind of field position.
7:33 and a half, lots of time.
The Eagle defense getting a real workout here in the last 5-6 minutes.
Remember, in the last series, Tommy just overthrew some open receivers. See if he settles down this time. They're going to run it. Oh, and a wide open up the middle attempt, and it works out well for Luke Harding. He gets a first down and then some.
He got into the second level and hit another gear. Fortunately, the Eagles secondary caught him. Ben Mail.
13, call it the 14-yard line here. Another run by him and down to the 10. Cameron Marino on the carry. He's listed as a 190-pound junior.
Nice stop by Brandon Donahue, number 55 on the inside.
7 minutes, clock's running. Another inside play down to the 7-yard line.
And Butte High pounding the inside of the Eagles defense the last 3 downs.
Zane Holland on the tackle that time. 3rd down.
Big down right here.
Quarterback down to the 2-yard line. Tackled by Ben Mail.
Ball carried by Tommy Merlot, the quarterback.
Again, no huddle, coach. They're just going to spread it out here. They do stay spread. Twins on each side of the field. Quarterback, touchdown.
Boy, he just reads that. It was the same play. And he brought it off to the left side.
They're calling that a 4-yard TD where the sticks were placed.
With 6:15 to go here in the second quarter.
So Tommy Merlot with a 4-yard touchdown with 6:15, as you said, Coach. Now they're opening up a bit of a lead. Trevin Roth will try to make it a 20-point lead. Looks like we may have a flag there. We'll see what the call is. Might be after the touchdown. No, it's against the Eagles. Personal foul, I believe. We'll talk to the captains for the, or captain for the Bulldogs.
Good ball, personal foul, defense. 15 yards of being forced on the kickoff.
Yeah, that's what I thought he would indicate. It'll be on the kickoff, so PAT will follow here. Didn't see the infraction exactly, but something after the play. Trying to extend this to a 20-point lead. Good snap, good hold, and a good kick. So 20-0, and a big lead now for the Bulldogs with 6:15 in the half. We'll be back right after this. Back to action at Missoula County Stadium. Big Sky Eagles hosting the playoff-determined Butte Bulldogs. If they get a victory tonight, they'll be in a playoff hunt. They did assess a unsportsmanlike penalty, so they'll be kicking from the Eagle 45. This will likely go into the end zone for a touchback, although it might be a chance for an onside kick if you're so inclined as the coach, but they do kick away and go in the end zone. It'll be called dead there. So, Coach, again, your thoughts for Eagles? Just the defense for the Bulldogs looks pretty impressive, doesn't it?
Boy, they pursue, they get to the football hard and fast, and you know they're just going to have to. Big Sky needs to put together a drive where they can control the football and move it down the field. Get the ball in Coulter's hands and mix it up a little bit with their short passing game.
And you can see Coach Nile has again traded quarterbacks. They've tried a lot of things with Wildcat and different quarterbacks and such, but fly sweep here again, but not a lot making the Bulldogs miss.
Well, and Butte High defensively pursues the ball so hard, and they've got some really good team speed defensively.
That was Everett Fred on the carry. He did pick up almost 6 yards, so good job by him.
Second and about 4 yards for the Eagles.
Everett will come back and go wide right. Andrew at quarterback again. Coulter now on the carry to the short side, and he's got a first down. Great job by him. Excellent run.
The last 3 yards, I think he packed about 3 guys with him. Nice effort.
Yeah, he has just been really fun, and keep in mind, just a sophomore.
Man alive, what a year for a sophomore. First and 10 now.
Play action. Andrew to throw into the flat. Complete and brought down quickly, but he's got some good yardage out of it. That was Quinn Sullivan on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Zane Holland on the reception. I like that play.
Holding against the Eagles, though. This is going to come back.
Oh, those hurt.
Yeah, just about the time they get a little tempo and momentum going, that penalty will change it.
Yeah, that play action, boot right, short boot right, and hit Zane right there in the deep flat. Nice play.
Back to the 20-yard line. Eagles will take a timeout, and we will step aside and be back right after these messages. It'll be first and long now for the Eagles after the holding penalty. Andrew calls a little motion here, fly sweep to Jet Rebish to the short side, and he breaks a tackle, gets a few. Good try by him. Cale McCarthy on the tackle.
Clock's running right at 5 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Second and long, about 18 for a first. Again, motion, play action out of it. Little hook pattern, and gets a couple. Well defensed, though, by the Bulldogs. Again, Cash Kelly.
And really, Bob, well executed by Big Sky. It's just that Butte High plays so well defensively, gets to the ball so quickly.
One of the things the Bulldogs are not doing tonight is playing a lot of players both ways. They've got a lot of fresh legs on each side of the ball, and I think that's helping them a bit, too.
Yeah, that does.
I think where that really comes into play, Coach, is the second half.
Big Sky now, they've got twins receivers at both sides.
Andrews straight back, throws, and again, this is a new quarterback, so adjust for that, but a nice completion. That was Draven Lincoln on the throw. Good throw by Draven.
And really, when you think about it, they were first and 25. And so that was a...
Yeah, Draven threw a bullet there and completed it, but it'll be short. It's fourth down. They're going to go into a punt formation here.
That was a handful to pick up on a 4-down series. 4th and 5.
Connor Bryson into punt. Punting to Cash Kelly. Now we've got a whistle and a timeout by the Bulldogs. So again, we'll step aside and be back after this word from our sponsors. Back to action. It looks like the Eagles have changed their mind after the timeout. They're going to go for it here, not going to punt. So again, the reserve quarterback is in. He throws it, almost intercepted.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Cale McCarty.
Yeah, it's probably just as well he didn't catch it because it'll be their ball 10 yards forward, but I don't think he had clear sailing if he'd have made the interception, but of course he'd have loved to intercept it.
Boy, Caden made a nice play on the ball.
It was interesting. The Bulldogs called the timeout to get set on the punt, but it was the Eagles that changed the play, so kind of neat there.
That is interesting.
Well, 3:30 until half. Eagles have been on this end of the field quite a bit tonight as far as defending their own end zone.
Butte High comes out, trips to the right.
Good defense, but good running too by the Bulldogs. Just power football there. Again, Cameron Marino picks up 5. 190-pounder. Handoff again over the left side. First down. Tackle by Jet Rebish.
Cameron running the ball hard.
5:55 clock stop. Now it runs on the set of the chains. Inside handoff again. They're really staying with that play coach in Cameron.
At 5'8", 190. Perfect football build.
Jim Selstad on the tackle. Want to thank Steve Resner for helping us with the spotting tonight.
2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs. Trips to the right, single left.
Another dive, and he breaks a couple tackles. Not a first down, though. Eagles deny that.
Finally brought down by Zane Holland.
Third down, third and about a long 2.5.
The Bulldogs come out, 3 receivers to the left, the short side, 1 to the right.
Eagles look to blitz here. They're staying with it. And there's a first down. Again, just that power play inside. Christian Unger on the tackle. Bulldogs with 1:30 trying to get some points again before half. Marino again. Jet Rebish on the tackle.
Nice play by Jet coming back, from the outside in, making a double leg takedown.
I say he's starting to think this is wrestling practice.
2nd and 5. The big horse again.
Down to the 6-yard line. Jet again on the tackle. Helped out with Shane Morgan.
Very close to a first down. 3rd and less than a yard.
50 seconds and counting. Butte is not in a hurry here as far as the clock, it looks like. Quarterback's got it. Eagles are all over him.
Boy.
Good job on the defense.
Nice job. Actually a loss of about 1. Brings up 4th down and 2.
Christian Unger on the tackle along with a host of Eagles.
Nice defense by Big Sky.
23-22 clock is running. They're not taking a timeout yet. They may just take a timeout at the end of this, coach, and kick a field goal. I'm not sure. You'd think Ari might take a timeout and go for a touchdown, but it looks like he may just go with the field goal, coach.
I'm thinking you are right.
Huh. 20's enough or what? He did take the timeout. The clock has stopped.
Discussion on the field right now.
Let's see what they're calling here.
Eric Gray, the head coach for Butte High, conferring with the side judge. So there's some question about whether or not the timeout was called earlier.
Looks like Butte just took a timeout there at the end with 6 seconds. We'll keep it here. He's visiting with the side judge, as you mentioned. We'll see if they come out and kick a field goal or go. What's your thought here, Coach, what he'll probably do?
Man alive. I was thinking that they were going to call a timeout with about 20 seconds to go or a little bit less and go for fourth and try to convert the first down and then kick. But certainly a gamble.
Yeah, it is. That's another point. It is 4th down and 2. They could get a first down here with 6 seconds. I guess he's just thinking field goal, maybe run it out, or maybe take one shot and let the quarter end. So a couple options. But with a 20-point lead, we'll see what he comes out with.
I'm thinking that they're going to attempt a field goal here, but maybe a little presumptuous.
Well, the Eagles have made some defensive thoughts on it as they come out, and it looks like the Bulldogs are going to go for it. So, nope, they're going to line up in a field goal, so they are going to attempt a field goal here. It'll be a 25-yarder. Again, 6 seconds in the half, and he has done a nice job kicking Trevin Roth all night long. Saw him hit a 37-yarder. This was good.
Boy, he drilled that one too.
Yeah, so there's 2 seconds left, and it'll take it to 23-0. So just enough time to kick off and end the half. So probably a good idea on Ari's part there.
And I'm thinking that Butte High will probably come out and put the ball on the ground on the kickoff.
Probably a short kick. Yeah, squib kick. So we will leave it here and see if they
try to keep it away from that speedster number 2 from the Big Sky Eagles.
23-20, and it's been really all Bulldog offense. Be interesting at halftime as we gather the stats to see how much offense the Eagles have had tonight.
Holding off nicely the rain.
Jet Rebish back to return. Again, they're staying in full normal coverage return here. And they do kick away. Jet's got some good wheels if he can field this, and he does. Gets it to the 20, and he'll be wrapped up there. That'll end the half. So, Coach, your thoughts as we get to half?
Doggone, Big Sky just has not had any field position and have put themselves in the hole a couple of times. Really haven't really played that bad. I mean, they haven't played bad. It's just, they haven't taken advantage of a couple of opportunities. And but as always, you can't ever discount them. They'll play right to the last down, and I'm thinking they're going to get organized at halftime and come back out and make a game of it.
And the Bulldogs have really played well. I mean, defensively for sure. And they've had, they started with a touchdown in the first half and then had 3 field goals to to complement that, and another touchdown, so they lead 23-0 at halftime, and we'll be back with the third quarter after this.
Welcome back to Prep Game of the Week, sponsored by Missoula Bone and Joint, MontanaMotorMall.com, Fast Trip Conoco, and Les Schwab Tire.
Back to action in Missoula County Stadium. Bob Hermes with Tim Roscoe. The Butte Bulldogs fighting for a playoff opportunity in the AA playoffs. They came in at 4-5 on the season. The Eagles 2-7, and right now the Bulldogs lead 23-0 at halftime. They're going to be kicking off to the Eagles. Jet Rebish back to return, along with teammate Kyle Martins, and Kyle's going to get this at the 5-yard line. And good return to the 20, almost the 30-yard line.
And a flag comes in.
Actually, correction on the return. That was Blitz Lorengo on the return. So nice job by him.
Looking like maybe a late hit.
So it'll back the Eagles up. It was a good return, so that's unfortunate for the Eagles.
Personal foul on the return. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
It'll drive him back half the distance to the goal, so negates a good return.
Doggone, that is tough. They return it out to the 35. Now 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line for Big Sky.
Andrew at quarterback again. Again, we've seen a lot of changes at quarterback. A little swing pass here to Coulter. Giannicaro out to good yardage, 6-yard pickup. Tackled by Carl Anderson, a senior for the Bulldogs. As far as stats on the first half, not a lot of offensive yardage for the Eagles. They had 57 offensive yards on 21 offensive plays in the first half. The Bulldog defense very stingy, as you could tell by those stats.
Oh, and a nice job on that defensively also for Butte High.
The leading rusher for the Eagles in the first half was actually Everett Fred. He had 17 yards on 2 rushes.
3rd down and a long 1 for the Eagles.
Wildcat here with Coulter, 1st down and then some. Good run by him.
Nice job.
Enough for a 1st down, Big Sky.
Boy, he just lowers the pad level and takes him on.
That Wildcat worked well on that play.
So a nice drive down to the end zone is really what Big Sky needs.
Staying with the Wildcat here. Coulter again, right side.
But a tough chore against this Butte High defense.
Cale McCarthy on the tackle, a senior defensive back for the Bulldogs.
2nd down and 6 for Big Sky. Ball spotted close to the 35-yard line.
Wildcat again. Coulter took a little extra time trying to find a hole, but that time it collapsed on him. Tackled by Carl Anderson for the Bulldogs.
Boy, and that, Bob, that's tough to do against this Butte High defense. They pursued the ball so well.
You gotta wonder if Carl Anderson is related to Colt Anderson, also from Butte High. Of course, Colt played for the Grizzlies and played in the NFL.
3rd down and 6
recently
for Big Sky.
Play action going over the middle, deep, and almost caught. Almost caught. Good try.
Ben Mail, holy cow.
Usually Ben will make that catch. He's had some beautiful catches this season.
But some nice defense as well by Butte High.
4th down, they're going to have to punt. Bryson Connor in to do the punting now. Cash Kelly to return for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs rushed the punt hard, but a good punt that time. Fair caught at the 32-yard line. Again, want to thank our sponsors, MontanaMotorMall.com, Les Schwab Tire, Missoula Bone and Joint, and Fast Trip Conoco for making the season possible. They helped us donate $1,000 to Missoula County Public Schools, and also switching with volleyball action rotationally this year. And we've got another volleyball match upcoming next week with Missoula Sentinel and Glacier.
Butte High comes out. 1st and 10, through receivers right, 1 left.
Tommy wanted to go deep. Now he's got to scramble and run down the left side. There's a flag in the area of holding, offensive line holding. So this is likely to come back after a 4-yard gain. It is holding. Our official tonight, our white hat, Bob Toshoff, one of the senior officials on the Missoula pool.
Got a hold, 74 on the offense, 10-yard penalty, replay 1.
It was holding. So it'll be 1st and 20 now. Little screen, flanker screen, and it's incomplete.
Boy, that was almost either knocked down or maybe intercepted by Wyatt Shin, number 11 for Big Sky. Nice read on his part.
And that would have been just what the Eagles could have used here, Coach. A turnover for a touchdown.
Man, he was in position on that.
Oh, they faked the same play and come over the middle. Great defense, though. Ben Mail.
Nice hit, Ben.
Ben is an impressive player as you see him back up there. He's fun to watch.
And really such an important part of this Big Sky Eagle football team.
Ben is a junior, so he'll be back next year.
3rd and 11 now for the Bulldogs.
Tommy looks down the right side on a little sideline pattern. It's incomplete.
Nice coverage by Dayton Evans.
That was intended for Quinn Sullivan on an out. So they're going to have to punt on 4th and 11.
And I'm thinking that this is the first punt of the night for the Bulldogs.
That is correct, and Hunter Meinzen back to return. Of course, remember Tommy Malott, actually it's their second punt, Coach. He punted one earlier. We made a point that the quarterback does the punting. Oh, and the Eagles wanted to block that. They almost did. Good try. Ball down to the 23, we'll call it. Good punt. Well, they say defense gets you to the playoffs and wins championships, and the Bulldogs certainly have a good-looking defense by the stats tonight. As far as their offensive stats, they pretty impressive. They had 237 yards on their offensive side, Coach, and good yards rushing with 110, and good balance the rest of those throwing. Going deep, and it almost intercepted by the Bulldogs. That was Draven Lincoln on the throw. Again, a quarterback switch here for the Eagles.
Brings up a 2nd and 10.
I think Andrew is a little bit injured in his throwing arm, so some of the deep balls are coming from Draven Lincoln more than Andrew. Wildcat formation now with Coulter. Fly sweep with Ben Mail. And there's a flag for holding. So this will come back.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That was a nice play.
First down, but holding in the area likely. And now confirmed. Again, want to thank Alex Little, our sideline cameraman tonight, for braving the cold and wet down there. Jim Sanders, our top camera operator. Thanks, guys. A little chilly out there tonight.
Go home. 52 on the offense. You play second down.
So this will drive them way back. It'll be 2nd and 25 now. Penalties have been a big factor second half for the Eagle offense. Going deep. Oh, and he's open. Good catch. Good throw, good route. Everything worked out that time.
Nice execution on that play.
Everett Fred. Perfect play for the Eagles. First down.
And he has had some great plays through the course of this season as well, Coach.
Yeah, you can't draw it up better than that. Just what they needed.
So 1st and 10 now for Big Sky.
Wildcat. Still going. Still running.
What a great effort.
Wow, a burst down the sideline, down to the 4.
Wow. What a run.
Ball's out, but it was down at the 4. I'm sure they're going to call it down. That was fun, Tim.
Yes, it was.
I thought Steve Resner was going to come off of his chair there for a second. That was excellent.
Wow, what an effort.
Coulter took his time initially, kind of picked his way down the sideline. Let's call that the play of the game, don't you think? It wasn't a touchdown, but it was pretty.
Boy, that was a great effort.
Yeah, Coulter gets the play of the game there. That was a beautiful 60-yard run down the sideline by a burst of speed. Wildcat again, he gives it away to Jet. Jet's in for a touchdown.
Yeah, he goes in untouched.
5-yard TD here in the third quarter with 7:17. Jet Rebish.
And you know, it goes back to what we've said so many times. This Big Sky Eagle football club, they just don't give up. They just keep coming at you.
And you made that point, Tim, and you're exactly right. You really promised they wouldn't quit, and they have not. They're playing for pride tonight. All the seniors, last game for them.
Butte High putting the pressure on. Looks like it's up and good.
And it is good, so good job by the Eagles to get on the board. It was 7-24, and some promise here. Lots of time to go in the second half with 7:17 in the third. We'll be back right after this. Jim Selstead to kick off now. The Eagles are on the board in the third quarter. Bob Hermes with Tim Roscoe. They'd love to get a comeback and credit Coulter Giannicaro for igniting the Eagles on a 60-yard run to spur Jet Rebish on a 5-yard touchdown that he scored on. And here's your kick return.
Boy, nice coverage by Big Sky.
Excellent coverage by the Eagles. They pop up after the Doug Swanson on the tackle. Doug's excited as he goes to his defensive linebacker spot. Well, we'll see if that touchdown was enough to get the Eagles going, or if the Bulldogs can get some offense now.
Butte High deep in their own territory on the 11-yard line, 1st and 10.
Inside handoff. Good run by the Marino again. He's just had a big night tonight. He had 66 yards rushing in the first half, and there was another 7 or 8 on that run.
Jim Selstead on the stop.
Good defense by the Eagles.
Nice job up front.
Doug Swanson on the tackle there, along with his teammate, Zane Holland.
Zane's had a nice night defensively.
3rd down and about 3. Good fill by the
Boy,
Eagles.
great defense by Big Sky.
Excellent job, and it was really started by Ben Mayle.
Nice pursuit.
4th and 2, so the Bulldogs will have to punt. Hunter Meinzen back to return. And they should get good field position. Tommy Merlot, the quarterback, does the punting, remember. This is their 3rd punt of the night. Eagles tried to block the last one. They come hard again. Tommy gets it off, and it takes a big, big bounce for the Bulldogs down to the 30. And Hunter Meinzen bobbled it for a second, then picked it up. This is about where the Eagles started it on their last drive.
Ball spotted just over the 30-yard line.
Another quarterback, Draven Lincoln in at quarterback. We've seen, again, a lot of rotation here tonight.
Ben Mayo wide to the left.
Fly sweep. This one's going to be clean, no flags down. Everett Fred on the carry.
Number 4, Dakota Eggers making the stop.
It's about 3 on it. .505 left in the 3rd. Again, fly sweep to the wide side, bobbled handoff, but he finally brings it back in again. That was Ben.
And Coach Butte High doing a nice job of, squeezing the outside and forcing the ball back up inside. Boy, they get to the ball hard and fast.
Wyatt Shin brings the play in from Coach Offensive Coordinator Dan Nile.
3rd and 6.
Probably a passing situation here. They're blitzing. Going over the middle to Mayo, incomplete, kind of high. It was kind of a jump ball, really. Good defense.
Nice coverage by Butte High. Number 10, Cale McCarthy.
Cash Kelly back to return now. On the punt, the Eagles in punt formation. They have ran a fake punt tonight. See if they think about it here. They don't. And he's out of bounds after an Eagle roll at the 37. 4:08 to go in here in the 3rd.
And still, Coach, plenty of time if they can hold them here and put some offense together.
Yeah, both teams just trading punts on those last 2 possessions.
Butte High comes out, 2 receivers to the left, 1 right.
Inside handoff. Marino picks up 7 or 8 after he's hit at the line and keeps hustling.
Initial hit in there by Shane Morgan, number 59.
Inside handoff. Mason Cochran in on the tackle. He checked in on that last play. He's a senior.
Some help from Jim Selstead. 3rd and 1 now for the Bulldogs, approaching midfield.
Murlock comes underneath on a quarterback keeper, and he's got a first down. He likes that left side.
Boy, he runs that well.
He likes to follow Lucas Kingston, that 230-pound junior up. You mentioned how big their offensive front is. 240, 250, 260 at center, 230 at guard, and 210 at the other tackle. So they've got some size up front. Play action. 7-yard pickup. Rode out of bounds by Ben Mail.
Short of a first down.
Again, no huddle by the Bulldogs. So everything's signaled in.
2nd and about 5.
Marino, first down. He's a good running back. Tough. Carrying some Eagles with him. One of those was Quentin Allen. Again, no huddle, real quick tempo here. Tommy's going to roll right to throw. Incomplete.
Well, Wyatt Chin had a hand on the ball in good position, just a little bit low.
Mason Cochran also helping out in there.
Good
Mason
defense.
Settling in on his, getting his chance to play a bit here.
Second and 10 for the Bulldogs. They come out 3 receivers to the right, 1 left.
Over the middle. Oh, and almost.
Boy, what a hit.
Catch.
Jet
Big hit.
Rebic, wow.
Big hit, as you mentioned, Coach, and he's feeling that hit.
He put the leather on him.
Quentin
And
Sullivan.
and that looked like a completion, Bob, until the contact.
Yeah, he's going to have to come out. It was a real big hit, as you mentioned, and almost a brilliant catch. 3rd and 10 now.
Again, Butte High, 3 receivers right, 2 left, empty backfield. Quarterback draw.
Yep.
Boy, he is tough.
Going to be just short of a first down. He picks up about 9. So call it 8. It'll be 4th and 2. They're going to go for it, though, no question. No hesitation. There's usually sneak on this. We'll see what he does. Or got that good running back behind him, too. So he's got some options here. There's your sneak. And it's close. It's going to depend on the spot, Coach.
Nice defense by Big Sky.
It's all about the spot here. You may have to measure. Oh, and Mr. Toshaw signals first down.
And really, Bob, Big Sky up front, giving up that much weight. Really good job the entire game.
145 and counting. Into the flat on a good, efficient pass play there by the Bulldogs. That was to Cash Kelly. Again, quick tempo. First down, they're going to say, 10-yard pickup. Inside handoff.
Great effort by Big Sky defensively. Boy, they swarmed to the football on that one.
Again, Wyatt Shin on the tackle. The tempo really keeps the defense moving, though. They've got to really stay with the pace because there's no huddle, hurry up offense keeps you moving.
2nd and 9 for Butte.
Quick pass, caught to the 5-yard line. Oh, and the ball came out. They're saying he's down. First down at the 5.
Well, he just broke on a deep slant, and Merlot doing a nice job of delivering the football.
First and goal. I formation. This is their run formation. We've seen them throw out of it as well tonight. They run. Spins to the half-yard line. Now they say touchdown. So a 5-yard touchdown.
Nice second effort. Cameron Marino.
Number 34.
Boy, he is a workhorse.
With 48 seconds left to go. Trevin Roth getting a workout tonight, trying to make it 30. And he does. So with 48 seconds to go, Butte extends their lead to 30-7. And we'll be back with more after this message from our sponsors. Trevin Roth to kick off now for the Bulldogs, looking like they're likely to make the playoffs in the AA and push their record to 5-5 on the season after they scored with just a little bit of time left here in the third quarter. But as Coach Roscoe has said from the beginning, the Eagles will not quit this evening. 40 seconds left in the third.
And they take over on the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Big Sky comes out with 2 receivers left, 1 right.
Gonna run to the short side here and really no yardage. The Bulldogs are there.
The Butte High Bulldogs have a stingy defense. They just get to the ball so fast. And we were talking about at halftime, they tackle so well.
Yeah, they've not missed many tackles tonight, that's for sure. Swing pass out of bounds, incomplete. I think that was Coulter on the throw. 3 seconds left here in the third. Coulter can do it all back there, throw the ball and run Wildcat and be the quarterback, and pretty neat when your sophomore can do all that for you.
Man alive, nice thinking about having him back for another 2 years.
Draven Lincoln checks in now, quarterback. 3rd and 10. Gonna roll and throw. And good hustle to come back and attempt to catch it. They're gonna say yes. First down at the 40. That was a great catch.
Yes, it was, because I thought he trapped it, but his back was to us, so it was very difficult to see.
The side judge said yes, so that'll take us to the quarter break. It'll be first down Eagles when we come back, and we'll be back in just a minute. Back for 4th quarter action, Missoula County Stadium. Eagles on first down. Big play up the middle, and it's another first down. Coulter Janicaro with a great carry there. We saw him with a big burst earlier, and he did it again.
And Bob, the offensive line for Big Sky just opened it up there.
Well, Matt Johnson mentioned he was closing in on 1,000 yards rushing this season, so he had 60 earlier on a big burst, and there was 10. Nice tackle by the Bulldogs on the corner. That was Scott Allen, a junior. Back in the Wildcat now.
2nd and 9 for the Eagles.
Bulldogs blitz this. Over the middle, he's open. Wide open.
Ben Mayo.
Down to the 2.
Holy cow, we saw that earlier in the season. Not that same play, but him open.
And we've seen him catch a lot of those. That was a 46-yard pass to Ben from guess who? Coulter Janicaro.
What a play.
We just talked about having a back that can do it all. Here's Coulter in the Wildcat. He hands it off to Jet Rebish. Touchdown.
I think he's in.
Yep, he's in. 2-yard TD. Jet Rebish, that's his second one tonight.
I'll tell you, those Eagles do not give it up. Nice job.
And Jim Selstead in to try the PAT. Keeping it fun here at Missoula County Stadium. And it is good by Mr. Selstead, 14-30. We will be back with exciting action after this. Jim Selstead to kick off now. Eagles keeping it interesting. 14-30 they trail, but they are still battling. Short kick, real short, out of bounds. That'll help the Bulldogs.
Give Butte High the football on the 35 and a 1st and 10.
It's the first one we've seen go out of bounds tonight, or really I think on the season, the first kickoff out of bounds.